for Salt Lake City, Utah, the capital city of Utah, shining under the night sky. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from Doris Burke on the sideline coming up. Jazz fans are making noise here at Energy Solutions Arena. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Reggie Jackson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Perkins in at the 5 spot.
Enes Kanter, originally from Turkey, real promise offensively. Scores well on that left block, and he does a nice job on the offensive boards as well. At times, he's even shown the ability to step out and space the floor. It'll be interesting to see how his game develops.
And Kanter not a big leaper or shot blocker, but his strength serves him well defensively.
Yeah, he's a good post defender, Kevin, because of those attributes. He holds his ground and has the length to bother and challenge shots.
Enes Kanter was the 3rd overall pick back in 2011, drafted out of Kentucky, where he actually never played a game there due to ineligibility. But he was a bit of a gamble because of that. Not sure he's completely delivered on those lofty expectations yet.
And Kanter drops them both. And for Kanter last season, Clark, a big uptick in minutes, but his productivity actually regressed somewhat.
Well, Kevin, the shooting percentages went down, as did his blocks and steals. But remember now, he's only 22 years old, and it's not always a straight line of progression for players. There are occasional detours before you bounce back up to that next plateau.
There's the screen. Here's Burke. Westbrook with the block. Jackson drives in, and the shot is good. On defense, Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Burke dishes to Kanter. Out to Hayward. The pass to Burks. Clock at 6. Shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Jackson. Hayward grabs the board.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Burke kicks to Burks. And stolen by Perkins. It's Durant on the wing. Burke covering. Westbrook can't get it to go. Now Hayward. Burke's with it. Out to the right wing. And here's Hayward. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. So Westbrook, returning last season from a torn meniscus suffered in the first round, Steve, of the 2013 playoffs.
Yeah, and the injury ended up requiring 3 different surgeries over an 8-month span. So a real scare for the Thunder. Fortunately, he came back and looked fantastic in the playoffs. And so there's less concern now over Westbrook's long-term health.
And the technical free throw is good.
And Westbrook is a player not only known for his explosiveness, but also his durability. He hadn't missed a game due to injury ever, dating back to high school. But a freak accident, that collision with Patrick Beverly, really took it out of his hands in terms of his consecutive games played streak.
And that one's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Ibaka with a screen on Hayward. Back to Westbrook. Passes it to Durant. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got his first 2 points of the night.
And for Westbrook, the prognosis from his meniscus repair is supposed to be good. He certainly looked explosive. Here's hoping that knee remains healthy. You'd love to see a great player at his best.
Now, here's Burks. Here's Hayward. Rebounded by Jackson. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Jackson. Westbrook's got 5.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Burke. The dish to Hayward. Burks in the corner. And Utah, another three.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Outside Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. A baseline J, rebounded by the Jazz. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Burke kicks to Burks. Pass to Cannon. Rejected by Perkins. Three-pointer, Hayward. Perkins pulls it in. Perkins got his third rebound on the night. Westbrook against Hayward. The tray. Russell Westbrook again from deep. Westbrook's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder. Utah's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. There's a screen to the wing right side. Burks kicks to Burke. Feeds it to Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. That one goes. Cover. Hayward's got his first basket. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Utah trailing here. Now here's Burks. He feeds it to Hayward. Dishes to Burke. Shoots the three. And Durant sends it back. But he recovers it. The Jazz shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Burke. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And Westbrook, here we go. Pass to Ibaka. Fade away. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. When you have the explosive talent, Clark, the Thunder have, you can compete with any team, and that's a big part of why they were a top team out west once again.
You know, a lot of people wondered if they had slipped from the elite teams in the West, but again, Kevin, they proved they are still amongst the top teams in the league.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And as you said, there were questions about the Thunder heading into this last year, but they showed they are still part of the elite group.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, trailing by 5.
Well, you know, the Thunder really do a lot of things well. There aren't many weaknesses when you look at this team. Playing in the way at West can be a real marathon, but the Thunder, you know, they're built to handle it over the course of a long season.
Utah's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Burke kicks to Burks. Now the feed to Burke. Hayward against Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Westbrook kicks to Perkins. Perkins with a screen on Hayward. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
So both teams making some changes here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now, here's Burks. Here's Booker. Burke kicks to Hayward. Novak, the pass to Hayward. Puts up the baby hook, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Exum, he's checked in for Burke. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Nick Collison's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Both good from the line that time.
You know, for so long, the Jazz had been a competitive team in the West due to their defense and grit, but last year that just wasn't the case, and it showed in the standings.
Now here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. No problems knocking that one down. 12 points for Kevin Durant.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Here is Novak. Nice ball movement by Utah. Burks dishes to Novak. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hayward can't hit.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Westbrook with it. Now defended by Exum. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. The 3 ball. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Westbrook. And now it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Exum passes to Booker. Out left to the wing. Now here's Burks, guarded by Jackson. The 19-foot shot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Stolen by Exum. He kicks it to Burks. Five on the clock. And he drops that one in. Burks has got his second bucket of the night. Oklahoma City leading by 8. We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
Thank you, Doris.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, their offense continues to click.
Exum kicks to Booker. He dishes it to Hayward. Now the pass to Booker. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Well, the Utah Jazz enjoy what has long been considered one of the best home court advantages in the NBA here at Energy Solutions Arena. You combine the altitude with these rowdy fans, tough place to get a road win.
Well, you talk about this crowd here in Salt Lake City, the construction, the physical structure here, this arena really puts the crowd right on top of the action.
And that really does have an effect, Kevin. Players and refs feel the fans as much as they hear them there.
A different look for Utah. Jeremy Evans comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Hood subbed in for Alec Burks. Then for the Thunder, Perry Jones, he's checked in for Durant. Morrow comes in for Reggie Jackson. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Morrow. There's the pick. Collison against Evans. Kicks it to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Exum. The stupendous finish in traffic.
He's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
Here's Oklahoma City. 6-point lead. Now Lamb. Over to the wing. Morrow, that's a two-pointer. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. Shoots off the screen. And that one goes long.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Here's Hood. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Morrow dishes to Adams. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And that is good. And the Thunder lead by 10.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Exum with it. Passes it to Booker. The dish to Exum. Feeds to Nova. Lets it go from 11. The shot is off. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Thunder lead by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
How about the shooting so far? It's been a clinic out there. They are lighting it up and really creating open looks for each other.
Well, Steve, there hasn't been much resistance and when they've been on the offensive end, so they've taken advantage of it.
The Thunder leading by 10. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, Ibaka and Collison, the duo inside. Jeremy Lamb out there with Anthony Morrow, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Morrow, no good.
Derek Favors, a very defensive-minded young big man, 6'10", over 260 pounds. Got that 7'4" wingspan. Enormous potential, great size, and he can guard either power forwards or centers with ease.
Now here's Burke. Hood gets the bucket.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Oklahoma City's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Ibaka sets the pick for Lamb. Pass to Morrow. Dishes it to Collison. Here's Ibaka.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
First trip to the line for him here.
And as a 78% foul shooter last season, he was pretty steady at the line.
The first free throw is good. Cantor checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Burke. Favors sets the pick for Exum. Shot off the pick. Goes back up. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Favors.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Now here's Lamb. Burke covering. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Lamb, good. Lamb's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Now here's Exum. Defense right on him. Hood kicks to Burke. Fires from deep. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Lamb passes to Collison. He feeds it to Lamb. And here's Jones. He kicks it to Lamb. Shoots it up. And the jumper is good. Lamb's got 5 points in the quarter. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the Jazz call time here.
Perry Jones back at Baylor, once considered a top prospect. 6'11", rangy athlete with some guard skills. I think his stock has maybe fallen a little bit, but Thunder took a flyer on him late in the first round back in 2012. Still a work in progress, but plenty of potential.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Utah. Burks comes in for Exum. The Thunder also changing it up. Durant's checked in for Jones. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lamb. Now here's Favors. Burks kicks to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Here's Burks. That's blocked. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Durant. 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
And Perry Jones, Clark, has the makings of a dangerous face-up 4.
Yeah, he sure does, Kevin. I mean, his shooting is much improved in year 2 in the league. His rebound rate left a bit to be desired at this point. But I think he's going to have to up the rebounding total to get more consistent minutes.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Westbrook's got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. Utah has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Burke. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Boy, Trey Burke, Columbus's own, has been a hand-in-glove fit for the Utah Jazz. He missed the first 11 games of last season with a fractured finger, and the Jazz won just 1 of those 11 games. Once he was healthy, he made a big difference bringing his team back to life.
First one falls for him. And the Jazz making a draft day trade to acquire Trey Burke, giving up the 14th and 21st picks to Minnesota. Steve, to take him 9th overall.
Well, they saw a young player who dominated college basketball and seemed ready to take over their starting point guard spot from day one. I think they feel like they've found their point guard of the future. This kid is really good.
Burke hits them both.
Trey Burke, a smooth operator. You know, in his first season with the Jazz, he was in the top 15 in the NBA in terms of turnover rate for point guards. Just doesn't seem to make those rookie mistakes. A great decision maker with the ball in his hands.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
That free throw, no good. And Burke with great balance and a nice pull-up jump shot from mid-range.
And, Kevin, I think that helps him when it comes to avoiding turnovers. Coming off the pick, he doesn't have to try to force the issue in creating a play. He can just knock down that jump shot if the defender backs off.
Good on the second free throw.
Oklahoma City, for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced elite basketball team.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Here's Jackson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And for the Thunder, remaining so consistent despite losing Harden, and then last year without the outside shooter Kevin Martin.
Yeah, not to mention, Kevin, the injuries to Russell Westbrook. Give credit to the players and the coaching staff. Again, when you've got a culture of expectation and you've got talent and leadership from the sideline and from within the players, and you've got a chance to weather storms effectively, and clearly the Thunder did that. Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Jackson, a good three-point shooter at Boston College, but it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts, so he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But, you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man, really good all-around guard.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Burke. 6 points for him. The feed to Burks. There's a screen. A 3. Thunder with the rebound. Perkins got 6 rebounds in the game.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Durant with the steal. Now Westbrook. 14 points for him. At the top of the key, Durant, and Enes Kanter picks up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Here's Westbrook. From the high post, he drills it. Westbrook's got 16.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Utah calls timeout.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. And he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
Jazz trail by 17. Burke with it. Now the pass to Favors. He dishes it to Burks. Kicks to Cantor from 10 feet out. Here's Favors. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Durant. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
Now here's Burke following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And here is Burke. 6 points for him. Trying to get back on track. He takes it up and lays it in. Burke's got 8 points.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Durant drawing the double team. Right side Durant. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Good. He's got 7. The Thunder leading by 17. Outside Westbrook. Durant in the corner. Rebounded by the Jazz. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hayward against Westbrook. Cantor kicks to Burke. Out to the wing. Now here's Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. From 13. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Ibaka, no luck.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And Hayward gets it to go.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, with the Jazz playing much better basketball coincided with the return of rookie point guard Trey Burke from injury. Despite the fact they would have wanted a higher pick, it's really kind of nice to see their young core competing at a high level.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. The Thunder leading by 15. Outside Westbrook. Adams outside. Durant at the elbow. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the Jazz lost 10 of 11 games to start the season. But once Burke returned from that broken finger, guys, he proved to be one of the more NBA-ready rookies.
No surprise from a player who won pretty much every National College Player of the Year award at Michigan his sophomore season. They traded up to get him, and he's been a great fit.
The Thunder have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And the first one at the line is good.
There have been a number of nicknames floated around for Kevin Durant. Everything from the simple KD to the Durantula. But the internet came up with a good one for him last season during his hot streak, calling him the Slim Reaper. I like them all, though.
Durant hits them both. One of the nicknames, guys, that came out regarding Durant was the Slim Reaper, and it caught on pretty quickly. Durant was only lukewarm to it, which is typical of Kevin. Doesn't want to bring a lot of attention to himself. Steve, if I remember, he said he just prefers KD. Am I right? Or the servant?
Yeah, that's right. The servant he talked about, which reminded me of Tony Kukoc's old nickname, the waiter. But it tells you everything you need to know about Durant. He prefers to be known from a moniker that serves others rather than glorifies himself. That's Durant.
Now here's Durant. He's got 21. The shot no good. Here's Burke. The dish now to Evans. Novak, the pass to Burks. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket good. And 11 points for Trey Burke.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
A different look for Utah. Hood's checked in for Burks. And it's Exum in for Trey Burke. Perry Jones, he's checked in for the Thunder. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Jackson.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Here's Hood. 5 points in the game. Pass to Exum. Here's Booker, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Oklahoma City ball. 3 seconds on the shot clock. 3.
The Thunder leading by 17. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Jazz have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. There's 1:17 left in the first half. Hood kicks to Exum. Pass to Hood. 6 on the shot clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
And Westbrook every season among the league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also unfortunately in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, that's to be expected, but it's definitely an area he can continue to improve.
You know, you could tend to think of the Thunder as a top-heavy team with the all-stars they have, but they actually get a lot of production from their bench, which makes them a championship-caliber team.
And so he hits both. This Thunder team was very deep last year, as you said. They were 3rd in the league, Steve, in bench minutes played.
And even though the bench wasn't really carrying the offensive load, they were good defensively and they kept things close. Really, all they needed to do was eat minutes, and they did that a lot last year.
Kept alive. Adams' shot is good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Durant, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now, here's Exum. He's covered by Westbrook. 17 seconds left here in the second. Here's Evans. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Westbrook's got 21.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Thunder out in front, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Scott, a nice pace to this game right off the bat. How do you achieve that tempo?
Well, we want to be a defensive team first. We want to contest shots and rebound and run in transition. That's what we did in that first quarter.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.